Ruby will break no contracts soon. 3 of clubs, 10 of spades, queen of diamonds. Give me a second to gather my thoughts. Okay. The 3 of clubs, it's waiting, planning, effort towards future action. 10 of spades, painful ending, rock bottom, emotional heaviness. Queen of diamonds, independence, self-focus, value, and emotional control. So the interpretation here is the 3 of clubs shows that there might be a desire or lingering thought about reaching out, like something is being quietly considered or planned. But the 10 of spades, there's a deep sense of finally or emotional weight in the situation. Finality, that's the word. Um, it feels like something has been truly hard or even damaging, but the Queen of Diamonds suggests that either they or you are now focused on independence and self worth, choosing stability and personal growth over re engagement. So the message here is while part of them may think about breaking the silence, the weight of what's happening and a strong desire to stay in control or protect their peace suggests it's unlikely, at least for now. The energy is more about moving on than reaching back, if that makes sense. That's your reading there, GPS. Is there someone else involved? Just decided to stop talking out of nowhere when he was fine. Okay. Two of hearts, 9 of clubs, 6 of diamonds. Give me a second to gather my thoughts. Okay. 2 of hearts, obviously, is partnership, closeness, and emotional bond. 9 of clubs, persistence, boundaries, effort, guarded energy. The 6 of diamonds, balance and give and take, generosity, financial or energetic exchange. So the interpretation here, so the 2 of hearts suggests that yes, there may be a connection with someone else, or at the very least, someone emotionally present in his world. So it might not be a romantic, but at least somebody giving him something. However, the 9 of clubs here shows he's guarded, possibly overwhelmed, or putting up emotional walls. It may not be about romance as much as an emotional burnout or resistance. The 6 of diamonds points to a need for balance, showing that something about a give and take is off, either in his connection or he's handling his energy. He's doing his own thing right now. So the message here overall is that someone else may be in the picture, but the stronger message is that he's overwhelmed, closed off, and possibly not giving or receiving energy in a healthy way. If there is someone else, it doesn't really look deeply committed. It just looks like it's a part of a larger imbalance that he's dealing with emotionally or energetically. So Orion thinking about you. Okay. Do numerology numbers, and today's numerology numbers 1. So I will shuffle this deck once after I shuffled it. Joker. Queen of Spades. 6 of Spades. Just give me a second to gather my thoughts. Okay. Joker, unpredictability, spontaneous thoughts, surprises, emotional and wild card, obviously. The Queen of Spades has introspection, guarded emotions, intellect, distance, The Six of Spades is transition, moving on, mental shifts, slow charge. So the interpretation here is yes, but it's complicated. The Joker shows that thoughts of you do come up, but in an unpredictable or fleeting way, like a sudden memory or an emotional jolt. They're just like, and it's gone. The Queen of Spades suggests Morgan is being guarded or emotionally distanced, possibly overthinking or suppressing how they feel. And then the Six of Spades points to someone trying to move forward or shift mentally through not necessarily full detachment. So the message here overall is Morgan does think of you, but those thoughts are tangled with emotional distance, and a desire to move on or mentally reframe things. It's not obsessive or consistent, but they do what they cross their mind. Morgan crosses your mind. Morgan thinks of you, but it's not like it's fleeting. It's just like oh yeah. Likely when they're least expecting it. Well, that's your reading there, Morgan or Austin. Does she love you? Okay, follow up. She love you. We haven't officially dated. Okay. Six of clubs. Jack of clubs and king of spades. Second. Okay. The six of clubs is growth, emotional effort, progress, cooperation. Jack of clubs is curiosity, youthful energy, communication, flirtation. And then king of spades is logic, emotional control, authority, and detachment. So the interpretation here is that they may there may be care and developing connections, but love, deep emotional, vulnerable love, isn't fully showing up. The six of spades or clubs, excuse me, six of clubs and the jack of clubs suggests interest, effort, and perhaps flirtation or communication that feels exciting and mutual, but the king of spades introduces emotional distance or resentment. She may be holding back, prioritizing her logic, or keeping herself guarded. So the message here overall that she may like you, but be engaging with curiosity and effort, but her feelings seem measured, not deeply emotional at this point. Love isn't out of the question, but it's if it's there, it's she's not fully letting herself feel it or show it, so it's not there. She it needs to be developed in order for her to start feeling something. And since you guys aren't dating yet officially, she's guarding those feelings. Is there anything in my current approach to two problems that I'm missing? Okay. Okay. Eight of clubs. Six of clubs. Eight of spades. All right. Give me a second. Got my thoughts. Okay. The eight of clubs is fast moving communication, momentum, pressure. Six of clubs is progress, teamwork, mutual effort, and growth. Eight of spades, restriction, stress, feeling stuck, or overthinking. So, yes, there is something being overlooked, and it seems to be emotional or a mental pressure tied to a situation that's moving quickly or requires constant effort. The eight of clubs plus the six of clubs. Things may look like they're progressing smoothly, but the eight of spades shows someone is feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or mentally cornered, and it's not being openly addressed. So the message here overall is what's being overlooked is stress under the surface. On the outside, things may seem to be moving forward or working, but internally, someone's feeling restricted or mentally weighed down. It might be time to slow down, check in, and make sure no one's burning out or silently struggling. Sorry about that. So it is, once you unstress whatever it is that you're overlooked, is going to be like, ah, there it is. 3 of diamonds. Oops. 3 of clubs. And 4 of spades. Give me a second to gather my thoughts. Okay. The 3 of diamonds. Build, invest time or energy, develop skills or resources. 3 of clubs. Plan ahead, take action, collaborate, be patient with progress. 4 of spades is rest, retreat, reflect, recover. So you're being called to balance effort with rest. So the 3 of diamonds and the 3 of clubs, so that it's time to build something real. It may be financial, creative, or even a plan for the future. This isn't about rushing, it's about consistent action and thoughtful collaboration. But for the 4 of spades, it reminds you that the rest and reflection are equally important. Something may need to settle or heal before the next push forward. So the message here is focus on steadily building, but don't forget to pause and regroup. You're supposed to work smart, not hard. And part of that means knowing when to step back, breathe, and give your mind some space to clear out. So the answer comes in both doing something and resting. Give yourself some time to breathe. That's what it's been telling me. It seems like the overall message here is you need to take a beat, take a breath. So the question would be like, how do I undo a mistake? Trying to make sure that it's a question. Okay. Jack of spades. Queen of diamonds. 6 of hearts. Right. Give me a second to gather my thoughts. Okay. So the Jack of Spades is reflection, learning from the past, accountability, cautious communication. Queen of Diamonds is self-worth, maturity, independence, emotional growth. 6 of Hearts is healing, nostalgia, reconciliation, kindness, emotional renewal. So the interpretation here is undoing the past isn't about erasing it, it's about growing beyond it and choosing to respond differently now. The Jack of Spades says that this mistake taught you something valuable. You become a little sharper and more aware because of it. But the Queen of Diamonds shows how far you've come. You're more grounded a little, you're a little bit wiser, you're focused on your integrity and value. And then the Six of Hearts is really nice here. It represents healing, forgiveness, and sometimes even the chance to make peace or reconnect with somebody, whether literally or emotionally. The message here overall is you undo the mistake by not changing the past, but by embodying what or who you've become since. Reaching out feels right, speaking with honesty if there's something left to say, but also know that becoming a better version of yourself and offering grace to them or to yourself is powerful closure. So healing starts within and kind of just ripples with outward. What does the future hold for you? Yep. It's called Nebula. Okay. Nine of clubs. Whoops. There you go. Queen of diamonds. King of diamonds. All right. Interesting. Just give me a second. Gather my thoughts. Okay. And the nine of clubs is persistence, resilience, long journey, and preparing for success. The Queen of Diamonds, self mastery, financial independence, personal value. The King of Diamonds is leadership, success, control over resources, confidence in decisions. So the interpretation here is that the future looks strong. It's full of self empowerment. The Nine of Clubs shows that you've been through a lot, but every challenge has been building your strength and your endurance. So now you're stepping into a phase of owning your worth and commanding your path with wisdom and authority. This is success through earned confidence, not luck. Uh, you'll you'll be making smarter decisions, likely around finances, career, and building something of lasting value. So the message here overall is that the future holds success that you're earned, not your persistence led to a powerful period of self trust and a real world stability or leadership. And you're not just surviving, you're rising above it all right now. So keep showing up for yourself because the version of you that's coming is strong, steady, and in control. So that's your reading there. Inky Pause. Thank you for the question. Will your manifestations, Simon, come true? Okay. No worries. Okay. Two of spades, ace of hearts, 10 of hearts. Hey, Queen, over on TikTok. All right, let me give me a second to gather my thoughts. Okay, the two of spades. Here's separation, tension, indecision, something unresolved. Ace of hearts is new love, emotional beginnings, heartfelt desire. It's 10 of hearts is fulfillment, lasting happiness, and emotional success. So isn't this interpretation? The answer is yes, but it's going to require resolving some kind of emotional or energetic block first. The two of spades shows a current disconnect or internal doubt that might be slowing down the manifestation. However, the ace of hearts and the 10 of hearts together are incredibly strong. They speak of true emotional beginnings and joyful outcomes, the kind of love or connection that's deeply satisfying. So, overall message here, your manifestation with Simon has real power behind it and it can come true, but you'll need to clear any emotional conflict, fear, or uncertainty first. Once you aligned with the love that they want, the happy ending is totally possible. So the energy is there. It's about trusting the process and keeping the heart open. It's your reading there, new beans. How does Reese feel about you? Okay. Do numerology numbers, and today's numerology number is 1, so I'll shuffle the deck once. You're welcome, new beans. 6 of diamonds, 6 of clubs, 5 of clubs. Right. Give me a second to gather my thoughts. Okay. 6 of diamonds is balance, fairness, equal to give and take, practical connections. Six of clubs, it's growth, mutual effort, dependable energy, building together. Five of clubs is change, tension, challenges, figuring things out. Uh, so the interpretation here, Reese, feels, or sorry, Queen, is Reese's feelings seem steady, but also a bit cautious. The six of diamonds and the six of clubs show that he sees you as somebody that he could build with. There's some sense of mutual respect, potential, and a desire to keep things balanced and cooperative. However, the five of clubs suggests inner conflict or uncertainty, maybe something about timing or circumstances or how to move forward. He might be trying to work through some of his own challenges or figuring out this connection, how this connection fits into the bigger picture. So the overall message here is Reese sees you as somebody valuable and grounded with the sixes here, someone he could go grow with, but there's still some tension or hesitation he's sorting through. He feels more thoughtful than he feels. His feelings are more thoughtful than impulsive. It isn't casual, but he's not fully settled on how to act just yet. What is coming your way? Okay. Yeah, I didn't paint my nails this time. I have a primer on it. I was going to paint them, but all right. It's coming your way. Four of spades, two of hearts, eight of clubs. In a second, gather my thoughts. Okay, the four of spades is rest, recovery, pause, time to reset. Two of hearts, connection, partnership, mutual care, emotional openness. Eight of clubs, movement, quick developments, communication, and momentum. So the interpretation here is what's coming your way starts with a need to pause and reset, either physically, emotionally, or mentally. You may soon find yourself stepping back from something to recharge or clear your head. Right after that, though, there comes a spark. The two of hearts brings connection or emotional closeness, possibly a romantic or a heart-centered interaction, not necessarily a love, but something that's going to connect you. Then the eight of clubs kicks in with fast-moving energy. Things pick up in speed, talks happen, or opportunities unfold very quickly. So the message here is first, you'll getting into a space to rest and rebalance. After that, a meaningful connection opens up, followed by a flurry of communication, action, quickness. So the quiet before the quick. So take your rest seriously because something warm and fast is just around the corner. Is your reading there, Phantom? What is the next step with you and Reese? Eight of hearts, four of spades, seven of spades. Give me a second to gather my thoughts. Okay. Eight of hearts, emotional support, deepening bonds, affection, positive connection. Four of spades, rest, pause, reflection, needing space. Seven of spades, secrets, strategies, holding back, trust issues. So, interpretation here. The next step with Reese involves patience and subtle emotional work, and like walking on eggshells a little bit. Eight of Hearts shows that there's care and desire to connect on a deeper level. The emotional potential is very present, but the 4 and 7 of Spades together suggest that either you or Reese need a bit of space to process something or deal with unspoken feelings. And there might be hesitation or things left unsaid that are blocking the progress between you two. So the message here overall is the emotional bond is real, but the next step isn't about rushing in. It's about giving room for reflection and gently uncovering what's hidden or unspoken. So trust and honest communication will be moving things forward, but timing and emotional safety are key right now. So be warm, but let him come forward on his own pace. So that's probably why he keeps on coming and going. He's like a ocean, just a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. Does that ask you to be his girlfriend tomorrow? Five of clubs, 6 of hearts, ace of spades. Okay. Give me a second to gather my thoughts. Okay. So the 5 of clubs is transition, effort, testing the waters, figuring things out. 6 of hearts, sweetness, nostalgia, growing feelings, emotional balance. And ace of spades is clarity, breaking through, truth, major shift or decision. So the interpretation here is yes, there is a strong chance he will, but it's likely to happen after he works through some things or and uncertainties. The 5 of clubs shows that he's still navigating his thoughts or emotions, possibly comparing past experiences to now. So if he had another thing going on with somebody else, maybe. But the 6 of hearts suggests that his feelings are growing in a genuine, tender way, and there's emotional warmth building. And the ace of spades is the kicker, though. It brings a sharp movement of clarity or truth, often signaling a turning point or a bold step forward. So, overall message here is he's moving towards asking you. He's getting there. The feelings are there. 6 of hearts here. Once he works through his inner back and forth, uh, he'll likely reach a moment of truth, like his aha moment here. It's not a matter of if, but when he feels confident enough to act on what he's been processing. If that makes sense there, Deshanti.